again. My name is David Machado. Thank you for joining us again in the series entitled Slaying the Pornography Dragon. In today's session, I'm going to be sharing with you my personal story, how this pornography dragon started in my life. For many, the addiction to pornography may have started instantly, the moment they first came across it. But for me, at 13 years of age, it was not that quick. I remember I had just turned 13, and I was celebrating my birthday at a family member's house. While at my party, two older cousins asked me if I wanted to spend the night with them since I was now a man. I agreed. As 9 p.m. rolled around, I started getting sleepy, so I said, "Hey, I think I'm ready to go to bed." They looked at me funny and said, "Oh no, it's not time for bed yet. The night is still young and men don't go to bed so early." They then invited me over to their desktop computer where I thought we would play some kind of video game. Instead, they told me to take a seat. This got me curious. In the past, I would first spend time watching them play some game, and then I might get a turn a little later on. But this time, instead of a game, they put on a pornographic video. I remember that at first I felt ashamed and disgusted. I tried to get out of the chair and leave the room, but they physically kept me on the seat, covering my mouth and keeping my eyes wide open. For the next few moments, to my utter disgust, I was forced to watch pornography. The feelings going through my body and the thoughts going through my mind were alarming, leaving me feeling dirty and disturbed. This wasn't something that seemed natural. It didn't seem like something that I needed to know in order to become a man. It didn't seem natural for a kid or anyone else to be viewing these kinds of things. Sadly, 27% of older millennials started viewing porn before puberty. So my story is not completely unique to me alone. This was my first introduction to the world of pornography. To say that I didn't enjoy the feelings that porn brought to my body in the moment would be a lie. However, I felt like the journey I took to get those feelings was wrong. It left me feeling guilty and dirty inside. It just didn't seem right. From that point on, I found myself surrounded by people, either friends or family, who would just freely invite me to watch porn with them. Slowly but surely, I felt that perhaps watching pornography was fine since everyone else was doing it. But then I wondered, if it was so fine, why did those who watched it do it secretly, away from all other adults and parents? If it was fine to watch porn, then why all the secrecy when watching it? These questions came through my young mind, but I tried to ignore them because I didn't want it to seem like I was a weirdo or some kind of abnormal teenager. I honestly just wanted to fit in. I just wanted to be a normal man. Suddenly, rather than me finding porn, that vice was now on my track in search of me. Everywhere I went, temptations to watch porn seemed to be itching for my attention. I would go visit a family member while everyone was busy, doing their own thing. I would be invited to go view it in an office or a room at the far end of the house so as to avoid being caught. I would go to friends' houses where we would just find some other friend who might be home alone where we could watch pornography undisturbed. This addiction was something that I felt was always screaming for my attention. And yet, when I would watch it, I found it didn't really satisfy my desire, but rather, it left me hungering for more. I quickly found myself in a terrible downward spiral. An avid porn watcher finds that his mind soon gets bored of the same type of images and videos. Like a drug addict who needs to try a harder drug to get high, so with the porn addict. A person needs to watch a more hardcore porn than the last in order to get the same ecstasy. And yet, like any other drug, this vice just seemed to leave me empty and lonely. Although the overall experience is anything but heavenly, this addiction had me coming back for more. I felt like I controlled this addiction. I thought I could press the off button whenever I wanted to. But sadly, this was more false than true. I often felt that in order for me to feel alive and well, I would have to turn on porn in order for a false happiness to wash over me, in which I would enter this fantasy world that I was addicted to. For 7 years, this vice controlled my life. Not only did porn leave me feeling empty and dirty, it also slowly but surely changed the way I viewed women and how I eventually viewed myself. Tune in next time as we delve into my story a little bit deeper, into how this pornography dragon began to ruin my life more and more.